as a victim of bullying myself, as a victim of racial harassment, and having witnessed it myself, there are times when I felt in the aftermath great shame for not fighting back, for just kind of bowing, looking down, because I was scared, or I was so shocked that someone would say something. Sometimes I wouldn't think of the proper way to fight back until the bully was already gone. You know how you always say, oh, I wish I had said that earlier, I had the perfect comeback. And the thing is that if you are the victim of bullying, or if you are a bystander who for some reason could not help defend that victim, we all have to understand that we should not feel ashamed, because this is difficult stuff. It's dangerous. Your adrenaline goes up. It's that fight or flight syndrome that you go through. And I think for young people, for teenagers and for kids, I want you to know, no matter what you do or don't do, no matter what you say or don't say, in that moment of bullying, in that moment of hatred, never feel ashamed for what you did or did not do or say, because that bullying was never supposed to have happened in the first place. Hatred should not be part of our vocabulary. It should not be part of our everyday lives. Unfortunately, it is, and it sneaks up on us. It attacks us. Sometimes you're just so caught off aware that your mouth is literally wide open and you're in shock. You're like, did that just happen? And then they're gone. So you have to understand that your reaction is human, and you always have to forgive yourself, and you have to just take it as, how can I use this to help me or help someone else in the next time? So I really hope everyone takes that to heart. So your next step is to go to an adult so we can try to fix this and prevent this from ever happening again. However, easier said than done. Sometimes it's scary to go talk to a grown-up. You might be afraid of consequences. And again, there's no shame in that either. What I would recommend, and I'm not an expert, I do want to say, I think that you should always try to find who are the safety experts, who are the experts that make a living talking about anti-bullying and activists and things like that. But as a writer, what I can tell you is very common sense. Whenever something like that happens, as soon as you can, in a safe place, if it's in your room at home, if it's at the library, if it's at a park, I don't know where it's going to be, but wherever you feel safe, pull out your notebook and a pen, or even on your iPhone, and talk into it, or write down the date, the time, and everything that you can remember, because that alone is an act of empowerment. Writing down something, recording something, that empowers you, because you have now gained control by taking over the information. And then it's up to you. Do you rip out the page from your notebook and slip it under the door of your principal's office anonymously? That's better than nothing. Do you show it to your parents or your legal guardians or whoever your family members are, and go forth that way? Or do you just keep it in your notebook and you hide it in your room under your pillow and you never show anyone it again? If it comes to that, that's still important, because you wrote down your words. Those are your words. No one can ever take that away from you. And that still provides you with a shield and with power. So as a writer, I just always recommend, whenever it's safe, to write everything down and record it as soon as you can.
This author interview was produced through a partnership of the National Education Association and WETA. For more author interviews, please visit adlit.org.